people like Kohli, and of course it's an important one for Pujara, and he got that 100 against Bangladesh and all of that, but no home test run for Pujara in a while. Kohli hasn't got good test runs. Is this an opportunity for them to at least cement their place a little bit further on the side before the questions start getting asked?
I think the pressure is already there. There have been enough instances in the past as well where the all-rounders have saved the side from atrocious. I mean, Bangladesh could have been a very good eye-opener or whatever you want to call it, but Shreyas saved India there, and I think it's why the pressure is there. The pressure will be obviously more on Pujara and Kohli for the way they've handled spin so far. Very refreshing to see the way Rohit is batted. Even today, whenever even he came down, he was showing the full face of the bat and able to keep the ball down. Of course, the one or two will misbehave and they'll catch your edges, but you'll have to find a way to score. Pujara, whatever little we saw of him in the first test, he was happy to play his shots. Kohli looked good for a very brief while, but both of them will be tested a lot more tomorrow. And yeah, I do see a grubber from Kunaman trapping someone. I hope it is not VK, or if it does, it's after he's got past a 50-60. But they need those runs because it is not going to get easier. Because, see, let's put it very honestly, India can smash Australia 4-0, but if they play the WCT final, there, everybody there, they will play 6 pacers. Everybody will swing the ball miles. So you are again going to need your top order to be in good shape and form and scoring runs. So I think that is very important because you can't again go back to say that Iyer, Ashwin, Jadeja, Akshar, please save me. So I think it is very, very important for these three, KL, Pujara, and Rohit, and Virat to get a good score.
Who's a big fish then, Bish? Because me and Anirudh in the office, they were having some tongue-in-cheek as always, and he was like, would you take it if India are 180 all out, but it's a Kohli 120 not out? And I was like, maybe I'd like to see that. I'm sure lots of people across the country would like to see that as well. But jokes apart, though, is it Rohit who's going to be holding the key once again because we saw what he did in Nagpur? Is it someone like Shreyas Iyer who has been playing some gems in Test match cricket? I can recollect that New Zealand one in Kanpur, was it, where he got 100? Who is it going to be crucial for India on day 2, according to you, Bish?
See, I think easily in this Indian batting lineup, the best player of spin is Shreyas, right? Rohit had a good first match. He played spin beautifully, but I'm saying over a longer period of time, I would say that Shreyas is our best player of spin. Shreyas does tend to get carried away because he also knows he's a great player of spin and tends to get out playing big shots sometimes because he's so confident. But in conditions that are challenging like this, I would expect Shreyas to hold it together and score the run. So he's probably going to be the toughest player to get out, even if not the biggest name that will worry the Aussies. Right? In terms of that, I would say it's Rohit. Rohit is the man in form. He is playing spin well. And after Shreyas, probably the next best player of spin in this team. So Rohit's performance is key. Just for the morale of the team, being captain and the guy who scored the 100, you would hope that he doesn't get out early tomorrow, just to calm the nerves and make sure we get to a 250 plus kind of score. So yeah, if we were on your first question, if we were, let's say, 6 months ago, I would have been a little bit more desperate for Kohli's form and I'd have said I'll take the 180 all out for a 120 not out. But now Kohli's back. He scored some of those old Kohli knocks, and I'm not so desperate at this point, and so I'm not taking that 180 all out for a 120 not out.
Yeah, it's always the team which comes first over the individual, and I, of course, believe in that. As much as all you guys say, Kohli fan, and all of that. Anirudh Kasagod pouring some insights as well in the comments, just to give us an update, saying that India have opted for the light roller, not the right roller, but the light roller, which means that the pitch is not going to hold for a longer time. It makes me think about Australia's spin tire, which I asked you guys about. But how likely are we going to see Marnus Labuschagne bowl medium pace, Anirudh, or, for example, even Travis Head come into the game that much? Those fifth and sixth options are good for Australia, you reckon? Or is it just kind of filling in and shoehorning in then as we go along?
I think if Manas and Travis Head are bowling, it's probably bad news for Australia. It means that India have batted through 70-80 overs without losing a lot of wickets. I think
that's what
they don't want Labuschagne to be bowling any over.
That's what's going to happen.
I would have probably given Manas an over or two, the new ball, to see what he does. But then again, I can totally understand why they didn't do that. If India take 18 runs like what Rohit did of Cummins in the first test, then you're completely losing the momentum. So no, with Travis Head in the team now, I can't see Labuschagne bowling any overs. I think they will back the spinners to take all the workload, and I think they have enough spinners now in the 11 to get through the overs. That was not the case in the last match where only the two frontline spinners were there. There was not even Travis Head who could fare as a third spinner, and Matt Renshaw bowled one very poor over. So that's there. So I think it will be like this. Probably Cummins will try to bowl one long spell where he reverses the ball, and it will be up to the spinners to take the wickets. So the first 30 minutes, in my opinion, will be very crucial. If India can not lose a wicket in the first 30 minutes, then that will be a big confidence booster. But for Australia to bounce back, or just give India a mini scare, they would ideally want a couple of wickets in the first hour, and one of those should be of Rohit Sharma, because if Rohit stays, I think Australia will know that India will somehow find a way to take the lead.
Before we go, gents, day 2 predictions, please. Some bold ones, out of the box ones, left field calls, all is allowed right now. We'll start with the man in yellow, Crick Crazy Nicks. What are we going for? Some crazy predictions, please.
310 for 6, end of day.
Okay, love it. Short and apt. Bish, you concur?
That's broadly what I was going for as well. A 70-run lead, roughly at the end of the day, with a couple of wickets in hand. Yeah.
Okay, Anirudh?
6-wicket haul for Matthew Kerman.
The devil's advocate that he always is. And Kohli to, of course, break that triple figure mark that we all want to see.
Just to add, if Kunaman is taking 6, then Australia is getting all out tomorrow.